And very lastly, Xenifer, I want to talk about some of the most popular faces attached to esports organizations and if that actually brings a benefit to their respective orgs as well. That's going to be David Beckham, our boy D-Beck.
D-Becks.
That's our boy from Guild Esports. If you guys don't know, has now been widely known as the face of the esports organization who promises him around $20 million for the next 5 years. I compare to the likes of maybe like a FaZe Banks or a 100T Nadeshot. These are big faces, big figures. Optic Hex up there as well, that bring a lot of value back to their brands in a variety of ways. It was actually most recently David Beckham announced an exclusive deal with FIFA 21. Now that is a gigantic deal played by millions and millions of people out there, and I compared that to the likes very lightly. I think David's deal is gigantic and probably not, anywhere near what I'm talking about next, but that's going to be 100 Thieves Nadeshot. Last year, Call of Duty Modern Warfare got his own exclusive skins in the game. The only CEO and face of an organization to actually get those skins, much like David Beckham is the only esports face that is getting an exclusive deal with FIFA 21. My quick question to you is, do you think this brings benefit back to Guild Esports or to 100 Thieves, respectively?
100%. I think just from a pure publicity perspective, right, bringing eyes to the organization and saying like, hey, look, this is not just a CEO. This is a personality who's a member of the community, a member of the industry. And just the game showing that level of respect and understanding for their place in the community is huge. And that really speaks volumes, especially to the casual community out there who's just like, tuning into FIFA, tuning into Call of Duty, playing the game. It moves them in a certain direction where, hey, if an average Call of Duty player sees, hey, Nadeshot's the only guy in esports with a skin, there's a good to fair chance that they're going to be keeping an eye on 100 Thieves if they ever get interested in esports, and same with Guild.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely going to be a menial effect, especially because David Beckham's FIFA deal is not exclusively tied to Guild in any way, right?
Yeah.
But I think the idea here is this is making the figure more popular, thus what that figure is a part of more popular as well, right? The more popular David Beckham becomes, the more people who look him up, who talk about him and think, oh, what other businesses is he involved in? Oh, Guild Esports, that's really cool. So I think it's along that same vein. Like you see a Nadeshot skin, and if you somehow don't know who Nadeshot is and you're playing Call of Duty, you're like, oh, who's Nadeshot? You look him up, you see Nadeshot, CEO of 100 Thieves. I think it certainly has an impact. It's kind of just judging how much of an impact that does have, right?
Yeah, that's basically impossible to determine, like in any in any way we say, oh, hey, this is exactly how much money it brings to the org. This is exactly how much of reach this brings the org.
I mean, FaZe Banks coming out with a paparazzi interview saying F Xbox, F PlayStation probably helps out FaZe Clan more than any of these deals has, right?
Yeah, it's very possible.
All of a sudden, we got 70% of the internet saying, heck yeah, Banks, and like 30% saying, oh, that's just dumb, I can't afford. But either way, they're saying, okay, FaZe Banks, his name's going everywhere. Yeah. So it's funny from our perspective to look at all of these deals and try and think about who's bringing more eyes to their respective organizations and are they good or bad eyes. So I want to throw that off you very, very quickly and kind of just, I also wanted to have a segment where I compare David Beckham to Nadeshot, and we'll see where we are 5 to 10 years from now. David Beckham obviously doing very, very well. Hopefully Guild Esports can follow suit.